I won't dim my light for no one.
Welcome back to the Multi-Passionate Mama podcast. Every week I want to bring you a little mini episode where I share something that's been on my mind, something that's really present for me. I love having guests, but sometimes I find that I have these quirky, fascinating ideas that I want to share. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, welcome to this Minisode of the Multi-Passionate Mama podcast. Today I had a thought that I wanted to share with you, and every so often I will have these thoughts that I just write down on my phone, and they feel like little bursts of inspiration, especially when, I don't know, I'm spinning on a topic, when I'm like mulling something over, and then I will get this thought that will come to me, and it feels like inspiration. And this one was, it's not a no, it's a grow. And the thing that sparked this was I had submitted a song for this sync opportunity, which was, like I'm a singer-songwriter, and I worked really hard on this song, and my collaborator and my co-writer and I worked really hard on this song, and I had gotten it back, and I thought it was like when I had finished like with all the details and we had put it together, it was like the most incredible song ever. I was like, this is it. It's so amazing. It's so good. I was just sold on this song. Like, I was like, there's no way they're not going to pick the song. And how it works is I'm in this group, and you get to submit a song every month, and then they will pick the ones that they think are the most qualified, I'll say. And then they'll send those off to all their contacts to potentially get licensed for sync opportunities, like in film and TV. And so I was like, I don't see how this could possibly not get chosen. It's like the greatest song ever written. And that tends to be how I am with my own creative works. I often have a hard time like seeing where I need to grow until somebody points it out to me. I tend to be like, no, this is the greatest thing ever created. Please tell me how amazing it is. And it was really objectively, it was really good. Okay, I guess I can't possibly be objective on this topic, but whatever. It was really good. It was so good. I swear if you heard it, you'd be like, oh, so good. I mean, on the other hand, they heard it and they were like, meh, but not the point here. Anyways, it did not get chosen for the thing, and I was disappointed. And now this is a recurring thing that has happened like over and over and over again throughout my life, especially around music, where I'm like, I submitted my thing, I auditioned for the thing, I sang my heart out, I tried, I was not chosen, not picked, they didn't want me, whatever it was. It's like this, it feels like a recurring theme in my life where I got another no. And it has been something I've really had to work through, like on a really deep inner work, like nobody wants me kind of inner level. And if you are in any way, shape, or form like a performer or an artist or something like that, then you might understand where I'm coming from with this sort of deep, painful thing that just seems to come up. And for a really long time in my life, it was like, wouldn't it be logical to just take those no's and be like, that clearly means that I should give up, right? After enough no's, you're like, this means something, right? Doesn't this mean that I should stop putting myself out there? I should stop trying and I should go do something else instead? I mean, that totally ignores all the people who tell me that I'm good and gifted and should keep going, and all the people who tell me that, my music has helped them or done something positive for them. But regardless, when you are looking at all the no's in your life, you're not looking at all the yeses. You're not looking at all the positive things, which is why it's so important to pay attention to where you're looking. What direction are you looking? Are you looking at just the negative things? Because if that's the direction you're looking, then you're not looking at the positives. So anyways, this line that came to me, it's not a no, it's a grow. One of the things that was said to us when they announced who was chosen for this month's grouping of the people who got picked was that just because you don't get picked for this month's sampler, for this month's group, doesn't mean that your song won't get licensed. It doesn't mean that it wasn't a great song. It doesn't mean that you won't make money from it. It doesn't mean that it wasn't spectacular. It just means that their opinion was that something needed to be tweaked on it. And that's the thing with like music and art and any sort of like anything within the arts. Like we say this, I'm now teaching makeup at BYU. We say this in makeup as well. Like it's an opinion, and everyone's opinion's going to be a little bit different. Like, yes, it's great to have professionals who know what they're talking about, but even amongst the professionals, there are a wide variety of opinions, and they are going to change based on what projects they're working on and just personal preference, right? So this was just, they said this. They're like, this is the opinion of two people, and, go ahead and give it a shot and try to get your music synced on your own. We just thought that there were maybe some things that we would have done a little differently on this particular song. So, they gave me some feedback and said some things needed to change, and I'm going to take that feedback and I'm going to use that on my next songs, and I'm going to change those things in that song and probably change those things in past songs that I've done too, because that's the whole point. It's not like a no forever. It's not a no, you're not a good singer, you'll never succeed in singing. They 100% did not say that to me. It's not a no, your dreams will never come true. No, you're never going to be able to do this. You're never going to be able to succeed. You're never going to be able to make a living with music. It's not a no, you're no good. Right? And we tend to take things that way. I take stuff that way all the time. Like, that's what my brain automatically tells me. That's the story I feed myself. There, no means no forever. It means I suck. It means I have no talent. It means all these things. It doesn't. It just means I need to grow a little bit more. It means that this particular representation of my art and the thing that I put forward needed a few little tweaks in their opinion. That's all. It just means I need to grow in some of my technical skills. That's all it means. How often are we making so much more meaning out of what people say than we need to? I will tell you personally, my brain is a fantastic storyteller, and pretty much all the time I am making way more meaning than I need to out of what is being said. It's a very common theme for me in my life, which is why I think I mentioned this in my last Minisode. So then that's my question for you is, what meaning are you making that you don't need to make? Just because you get a no does not mean it's a no forever. They say rejection is God's protection, and they say there's all these like quips about like what a no actually means. Well, here's another one for you. It's not a no. It's a grow. It just means you have a little bit more to learn. And we always do. Even when we get a yes, we have more to learn. So I'm going to rise to the occasion, and I'm going to keep learning. And I hope that you will join in with me and not take the no as an affront to your self-worth. And remember how amazing and valuable you are, even if you still need to learn and grow a little bit more. We all do. We all do. But we're still amazing humans. We're still valuable. We're still so precious. We just get to keep learning. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Multi-Passionate Mama Podcast. I know that we can never be told too many times how amazing we are, so in case you haven't been told today, you are a freaking rock star. When you let yourself shine, you allow other people to take off their filters and shine brightly too. It's about time someone gave you permission to be all of you. If you enjoyed this show, please leave me a review and hit that subscribe button. I know you want more of this. Sharing is caring. Let someone you love know how incredible they are by texting them the link to this episode. They will feel so good just knowing that you thought about them. Lastly, if you want to know more about my courses and coaching, be sure to check out my website for up-to-date details on everything I have available. It's caroleegarrison.com and the link is in the show notes. Always remember that you are a diamond. Don't let anyone dim your sparkle.